Disclaimer. This video is for commentary and educational purposes only. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Any footage used in this video is obtained through public records and falls under fair use for the purpose of reporting, analysis, and public interest.
Have a seat real quick.
I'm gonna get these cuffs off a little bit now. Really tight.
In just a sec.
You let them get comfortable for a minute.
Yeah, move the cuffs to the front.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is loose. Okay, give me another hand. I'm gonna make sure loose. Yes. Just take a seat.
On the night of November 17th, 2017, two masked men entered a home on Laurel Avenue in Stock Island, Florida. They held 3 people at knife point. One woman's throat was slashed, another man was stabbed 5 times and left to die at the base of the stairs. His name was Matthew Bonnett. The suspects fled, but they left behind blood, a trail of stolen belongings, and a witness who survived the attack. That witness, Paula Belmonte, said she knew one of the masked men. She called him Detroit. She told detectives she had met him more than 10 times, and even under a mask, she recognized his walk, his voice, and his intent. Within days, police identified Rory Detroit Wilson as their prime suspect. He was placed under surveillance, caught discarding clothing and evidence into a trash bag. Later, he was brought in for questioning. At first, he denied everything. Then, he admitted to being in the apartment and to helping plan the robbery days earlier. This is the interrogation of Rory Detroit Wilson.
Let's get a shirt on before you freeze it. We're gonna take a cuff off, so we'll get it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna do anything stupid, right? You've already been.
Yeah. I ain't did nothing, boss, so you know.
This should fit.
My wife, okay?
What's that?
Yeah, she's okay. Hold on, let me make sure I do this.
Alright, so we're doing farther. I'm just gonna go clear everything out.
What happened to my cell phone?
I've got it then.
Okay.
I'm gonna read you your rights, okay?
You want me to arrest it?
What's that? Right now, we just want to talk to you. I can't talk to you without reading your rights.
Okay.
All right? Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. We're gonna see if I can read you upside down, all right? You probably can. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer or for a lawyer. I can't do it that well. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have a lawyer with you during questioning. Do you understand? Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand? Okay. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering questions at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand all that? All right. Here's what I want you to do. Are you right or left-handed? And just the top right there. Sure. Usually there's a list. All right. Or do you have any idea why you're here? Oh, first of all, before I do that, you swear to affirm that everything you're about to tell me is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, sir.
And your full name is?
Rory Wilson.
And your date of birth?
12/16/67.
Do you have any idea why you're here?
No, that's what I'm gonna know.
Do me a favor, I'm gonna take you back in time a little bit, all right? Tell me about your weekend. What's this past weekend?
Take this weekend. I worked over at Big Pines.
When was that?
This was like, I think it was Friday.
Okay. Who were you working with?
Randy McGraw, that's my boss.
Okay.
We doing disaster relief like in Big Pines, you know what I'm saying? After that, he brought me home. I took a shower, went to bed. Then I got up.
Took a shower, went to bed. What time did you take a shower, went to bed?
It was dark. I got back. It was dark.
Okay.
You know.
What time do you think it was?
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I say 7. I mean, I'm just guessing the time, bro. You know, I don't know. Then, you know what I'm saying? Took me a little nap. I woke up. Went to the I went bought me a pack of cigarettes. Me and my buddy Travis, we walked up there to town and got a pack of cigarettes.
What time was that?
This was, it had to be around about 8:30, something like that. I'm just guessing the time because I don't know. You know, to tell you the truth.
I got you.
So we got the cigarettes in the bag. I went upstairs, had a couple of beers. Then my
Who did
wife,
you have a couple beers with?
Travis.
All right. So, all right. So I just gotta make sure I don't get confused, obviously. You and Travis left the house at what time to go get to Tom Thumb?
It was dark outside, so I said around about 7:30, I guess. I'm just guessing on the times, you know what I'm saying? I was tired.
And which Tom Thumb did you go to?
Right up the street from where I stayed,
Okay.
right there on that corner.
Okay.
We bought some cigarettes. He bought some cigarettes. We left. I went back to the house. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? And that's all I did. You know, that's all I do. You know, so by my wife being pregnant, I can't go too far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
What route did you take to get to the Tom Thumb?
straight up the street.
So you didn't walk anywhere else?
So straight up, that's the only way I go up there, straight up.
Okay.
Straight up, then straight back down.
And then you got back and you went upstairs with Travis.
You know, we had a couple of beers, I think. Just started talking. Then mom was blowing the phone up. When you come home, I went downstairs. That's what I did.
Okay.
That's all I do. You know, I don't do nothing else from, you know what I'm saying? I work, gotta be at home.
Was it just you and Travis upstairs at that point?
It was me, Travis, Tyrone,
Who's Tyrone?
the white guy y'all put the cuffs on too before I came up. Upstairs, he was upstairs.
The guy that was just here?
The guy y'all put in a police car with the beard.
Franklin.
Yeah, I just meeting all these dudes.
What does he call you?
He called me Nino.
You know?
Yeah.
What other names do you go by?
Roy, Nino, you know, like that.
All right. Detroit?
I ain't heard that name for years.
You used to be called that? Is that what it
I'm
is?
from Detroit, but you know, back up north, but it's Nino. They call me Nino Roy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or Roy, like that. You know, which I answer doesn't but to Roy, that's my name, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, you know, like I said, that's it, boss man, you know. I mean, my neighbors, they see me all the time. They know what I do. I go to work, I come home. Like tonight, I wanted to smoke me a cigarette. You know, I'm about to get guns pointed at me and stuff, though. But that's what I do because my girl pregnant. I don't do nothing. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
You know, so that's it, boy.
All right. How do you know that's your girl, April? I take it April also doesn't like what's his name very much, does she?
Who?
Tyrone or Frank.
Yeah, Tyrone.
Yeah,
I met him when I first came down here. I had to stay at Cox.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and the girl, she was pregnant. We stayed there for like a month. I got a job at Burger King, saved all my money up, and get that place so she could have a roof over her head being pregnant. She's all about me and my family. I'm a family man, but my son, you know, my newborn son.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
that's what I did. And I ended up moving to that dump because I thought it was legal. But couldn't find out it's not legal. It's not residential. It's commercial.
Yeah.
So I'm going through the process of the course. I get paperwork this thick of a whole fight job, get my money back, give him $2,000. You know what I mean?
All right.
So that's how I ended up at that place. And that's the only place I've been.
What about April? What's her name?
Anthea.
Anthea.
I don't know her. Who is that?
No.
I don't.
Tell me who you know from the Treehouse.
The Treehouse. I know of that Treehouse, but I don't know nobody, you know, this person at that Treehouse. Like I don't know them. You know, I might have seen their faces, but I don't, you know them like that. Like I know like Travis or Franklin. I know them, you know what I'm saying? We work together, but I don't know nobody in Key West. You know what I'm saying? I know them by face. Like that. You know what I mean? So that's it, bro. You know, that's how I think it's true. You know, I don't know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever been to the Treehouse?
Yeah, I went over there.
Oh,
I've been over there. Been over there.
When was the last time you were over there?
About a month ago.
About a month ago.
About a month ago. That was my only.
Can I ask a question?
What's that?
I feel like we're getting off on a bad start.
What's that?
When I asked you a second ago about the Treehouse,
Yeah.
what was he act like you didn't know about if you had just been there a month ago?
Because I know another Treehouse too now.
Where's the other Treehouse?
Down there in Bahama Village.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't know about that?
Yeah. That's
All right,
what
good.
Yeah,
Got this right now.
Yeah, so that's good.
All right. So, who do you know from the Treehouse that you met over there?
Well, actually, I went over the guy took me over there. I ain't trying to incriminate myself, buy some weed.
Oh, fair.
Okay. That's not
Nothing only says narcotics, right?
That's God's truth. When he brought me a sack of weed, actually I didn't even go in.
Where'd you buy the weed from?
Some dude was over there.
What's he look like?
Like short, heavy set dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only time. That's the only time I've been over there. You know, so.
Tell me about Paula.
You talking about the old lady? Everybody know her. She be riding through the neighborhood. That's how everybody know her. You know what I mean? That's when I know her. Because I be seeing her on her bike, riding through the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about Matthew.
Who is that?
From the Treehouse.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I told you I don't know right
How
now.
about Hollywood?
No. I heard of Hollywood from Cox, but so I don't really know nobody else like that. I don't really involve myself with people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm a positive person, so I like being around positive people. People trying to work. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
And better myself. Like I said, I don't really hang around with negative people. You know?
So let's go back to Friday night then. All right. What time did you get off work? Approximately.
I say it was like close to dark.
But it was still daylight out.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I had to catch the bus home.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to wait for the bus 2 hours.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I caught the 612 bus. That was the bus I was coming from and coming back. Yeah, I walked home. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it took me a shower. Told you.
Where'd you walk from?
I walked from, they turned that corner. You know.
Do you know what street he's talking? So my people the streets, man. You gotta know. You not go to the street either?
Okay, I'm telling you where they dropped me off. They dropped me off right like a boat place. was like a boat place. CVS, that corner where the bus go down into the bus station down there.
Okay.
He dropped me off at that corner. It was me, 3 other Haitian women, and my GM from Burger King.
Okay. Gotcha.
All of us walked across the street. I came straight down and went home.
Okay.
That's what I did.
And then as soon as you got home, you took a shower.
Took a shower. We left for a minute.
And it was still daylight out at this
It was dark.
Oh, it was dark at this point.
Yeah, I said it's like an hour or something from,
All right, so what time do you think it was you were home taking a shower?
Shit, I don't know. I mean, I knew it was dark outside, though. It was dark. As a matter of fact, when I got back to Stock Island, it was dark. Because the buses had their lights off.
Okay.
And I was dozing off on the bus. And I was tired, right? I was got to do the roof. That's what I do. I put blue tops on roofs, stuff like that.
Right.
That's what I do.
Right. So you go back, you get off the bus, you go to your house, shower. It's dark. It just got dark, so
It's been dark. It was dark. It was dark. I mean, not really pitch black, but like it's about 7 something.
right. So that's so you take a shower, you take a quick nap,
Yeah.
and then you get up.
Realized I needed some cigarette.
Yeah. You and Travis.
Shout out to Tom.
What time do you think it is now? You got home, you said about 7, took a nap, or shower, took a nap. What time do you think it is?
I said it's got to be around about 8 something.
8 o'clock?
8.
All right.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I'm just saying.
No, I got you. I got you.
Walk up to town, gonna get the squares, come back. I go upstairs, drink a cup of beer. She called me, when you coming home?
So what time do you think it is that you went back downstairs? So you're
She think around about 9, something like that. I was downstairs. Then I stayed home.
Gotcha.
Like me out can at night. That's where I be at this time.
So what about yesterday? What'd you do yesterday all day?
Stayed at home.
What'd you do at the house?
Just watch TV, play on my computer, or watch some movies on my phone.
Did you do any cleaning?
Yeah, I did. I
What'd
did
you clean?
clean. I cleaned the whole house. You know, so from the front to the back. Took one of the gals that was on the porch, took it to the front. Then it's because it's a bad smell. Y'all probably smell it in the same way in the back. I did the same thing.
What'd you do?
I just raked around my house.
What do you mean by rake? Like outside?
Outside.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the same thing with the front. After I had asked some guys upstairs to help me with it, but they didn't. And I got time my girl complaining about the smell. So I did it myself. I lowered it on the, you see, if you go right now, you can see it's a shopping cart. And I set the boxes on the shopping cart and just put it out to the curb. I'm always clean. I get OCD.
My video?
Yeah, so that's what I did, man. That's all I did.
What about, did you clean the inside at all? Or just the outside?
Yeah, inside too. I cleaned my
What
bath.
did you
Clean my bathroom, my toilets and stuff. Just to try to help her out because she prayed.
do? Right.
That's it. You know, that's it. Bro. So, yeah.
Tell me about the white bag you put out yesterday. The white trash bag.
The white trash bag.
Yeah, that you put out.
A white.
Yeah, and you put it out. There's no question on this. You put the white trash bag out. You didn't put it out to the trash. You put it out, put it right next to your neighbors, pretty much.
I wasn't no white bag from the white bag. It wasn't no white bag.
Is that when I have the wrong color? I do have the wrong color.
Yeah, I didn't put no.
What color was it?
Black.
The black. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That came all from the garbage out of my house and all the stuff from
What was in
outside. This trash. Bunch of Halloween candy and stuff like that. This trash. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
It's a Halloween candy. Okay. What else was in it?
It was a white garbage can out there by my garbage girl. It was full up. And I don't know what was in it. So I just put the black bag over it and I dumped it in there. You know what I'm saying? And I just tied it and I put the candy and stuff on it.
What if I tell you that didn't exactly happen with that?
Well, how did it happen?
You put other stuff in it from inside in and dumped the thing in it.
No. I dumped the thing first. Then in my house, I was getting like bags and stuff like that.
Where are those bags?
Garbage.
What kind of garbage?
Like hangers, I don't know what it was, man. I just clean it, you know what I'm saying? I was on the cleaning spree. That's all it was. I mean, I don't know exactly what this was trash accumulated in my house because I don't have a trash can in my house. So we used the grocery bags to put our trash in. So I was taking them in and put them in the garbage. So I swallowed them. I heard the same thing she was telling me.
Can you tell me the items that were in it?
Everything.
Just some key ones, maybe. Because I don't remember. There were hangers in there?
Yep.
Were there clothes in there?
Yes.
What clothes were in there?
It was a red shirt
Okay.
that was on my porch. I had a red shirt and a gray shirt that was hanging on my porch that we had used like when we get out the shower and we put our feet on.
Yeah.
Then I put them out there, hang them on the back porch. And that's the whole thing I know as far as clothes was in there.
Was there a black shirt in there?
Mm-hmm.
How about the black shirt?
I don't remember about the black shirt. I didn't put no black shirt in there.
You put a black shirt in there.
No.
I'm not. This isn't. I mean, I can promise you that you're the one who put it in there. I'll be honest. We watched you all day.
Okay. Well, you see, I ain't do no. All I did was cleaning. I told you, all I did was dump the garbage drain. You know what I'm saying? I ain't black shirt. I don't remember.
What else was there? A black pair of shorts too. Is that correct?
Yes, it was.
No, not that. None of my knives, I did not put no black shirt or no black shorts in that. You know what I'm saying? In that bag. I just was cleaning up around because my neighbors complaining about the flies and the smell. That's why I was doing it.
Okay.
You know. So I mean,
Did you get a haircut too yesterday?
Yeah.
Good, man.
I
That's
did.
good.
Yeah, it was time because I got started back to work. I got started back to work Friday. You know what I'm saying? Back at Burger King. I was getting myself together, you know what I mean, for my job.
So, at 8 o'clock on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
approximately, because you're not sure what time, so I can't say that for sure, but approximately 8 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
you walked to Tom Thumb.
I walked down
Okay. Which way did you go?
straight up.
So you weren't on Laurel Ave or walking down anywhere there where
What was it every street?
Laurel Ave?
No, straight up. That's my street coming out my front door. Straight up to Tom Thumb and straight back. They're my only routes I take.
And you went inside, you didn't just get to the door and then walk away?
No, I went inside.
What were you wearing then?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't.
Think about it for a minute. I figure, I mean, you just got up, you took a shower, took a nap, get up, put on clothes.
Yeah.
Think about those clothes you put on.
I had some shorts, like a little t-shirt, like a probably my blue t-shirt with a gray running thing. I don't really know, but it's, you know what I'm saying? I work so much, I'll be tired, you know what I'm saying? So,
When did you get the Halloween mask that's at your house?
Which one?
I'm not sure which one was it. There's one like right by the door.
That's the people upstairs.
Okay.
Michelle and CJ, they stayed up there. So that's why the reason we going through all that stuff through, the lights and the whole place. Because dope fiends up there, fuel pop, that's what they are. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no secret. I don't like them, they don't like me. Because I call them all what they are. You know what I'm saying? That's the problems, all the problems going over at that address. Matter of fact, they're the ones who told me about the place when I was at Burger King. Well, I got somewhere else where y'all can live at, you and your girl. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to give us y'all money. The landlord don't want y'all money. Give it to us. They call themselves the caretakers of the property.
Yep.
Bunch of BS, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna level with you to a degree. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Your name has come up multiple times from multiple people and identified. All right.
That's what?
First of all, you go by the name Detroit.
I ain't gonna bet that name.
Just
Okay.
because this isn't coming from just one person.
Okay.
It's coming from multiple people.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And also put you at the Treehouse.
Treehouse.
The Treehouse on Laurel Avenue where you stayed.
Where I stayed.
Where you said you stayed a month ago or whatever.
I was over there a month ago.
Okay. Yeah, the big old I'm sorry.
Yes, I was honest about that.
So we have people putting you there Friday. And also I have video from Tom Thumb. All right. And I've gone through parts of it. I'll have to go through some more because you said your times may not be exactly correct. But I went through it at the time we're talking about. You're not at Tom Thumb. So maybe your time is off a little bit. So I can go through it and I can verify one way or another. There.
Yeah, I was yeah.
We also have 40 Keys Electric Company video from them.
Okay.
That put you somewhere else.
Friday,
about 8 p.m. A little bit before, I guess it was.
where was I at, Mom? Where was I at?
That's where I would like you to tell me.
That's what I'm trying to figure. I told you everything I knew far where I was coming from, you know what I'm saying? They had to get me coming from across the street, coming from the bus.
Oh, this was way after that. The bus.
I can't recall, man. You know what I'm saying? And then firepower, people saying my name, I don't have no control of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people don't like me, really tell you the truth.
Hold on, I'm going back here. All right. Because nobody knows you, so why don't they like you?
Because I am. I don't take no shit, and I don't deal with nothing negative. That's what my problem with that cons. That's why I got put out of cons. Because I don't like being around with negative people. And that's all that was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, okay? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to take care of myself and be a better person for my son. That's it. If you ain't trying to work it out like that, I don't want nothing to do with you. That's just how it is.
I need you to work with me here big time and think about Friday night a lot because I'm going to level with you. Right now you're looking at murder, okay?
Who?
At murder.
Oh, no. Not me. No, that's not me. Not me, bro. No.
That's why I'm here.
Okay,
right.
But you got the wrong person on there. I don't heard nothing. I ain't checked my record, nothing.
Unfortunately, in this case, I'm not looking at records.
Okay.
Because the past means nothing to me right now.
Well,
I'm looking at Friday. Friday is what's important to me. All right.
Okay.
And I need help because I got some issues with your story so far that I can't validate.
Right.
And if I can't validate things, that causes problems.
Right.
And I've got multiple witnesses that are putting you where you don't want to be put. And here's the truth. Maybe you were there. And, there were two people there. It wasn't just one. And maybe you went there to do something stupid but not kill anybody.
No. No, but you got the wrong person on that. Cussing somebody out like that, that's more my bad. But far as, technically, bro. That's not me. I'm not, no. You got the wrong person around. It's not me, bro. Seriously.
When was the last time you got to Treehouse?
I told her like a month ago when I went and bought some weed. And as a matter of fact, God took me over there and I dealt with this fat dude, little short fat dude, and got the weed.
White or black?
He's black. You know what I mean? I'm pinpointing my back.
Tell me this, maybe you can help me out. Why would everybody in the neighborhood, like I know you said, and I'll be honest, telling me, well, nobody likes me doesn't help me. And say that nobody likes me when previously you told me that nobody knows you doesn't make sense. So I need to know why people will put it on you. Help me out.
I don't know, but you ask my neighbors, they know me, they see me every day, you know what I'm saying? They see me in the back of my house, smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer. Everybody on that whole stretch know me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Know what kind of person I am. Know I take care of my family. What you talking about some murder? No, that's not even my MO.
Have you even heard about the murder?
Yeah, I heard it. On the news and everything. Matter of fact, my neighbor talked to me about it tonight. Brian, he talked,
Who's Brian? Tell me about Brian.
The skinny dude, stayed next door to me.
All right.
Cool guy. Real cool guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He is telling me right now, like for real, You know what I'm saying? That, like I said, that's not my MO. I never have. That the thought even came home. The only time I will hurt somebody is mess with my family. I'm gonna tell you the truth. But this is doing like that, nah, bro. Nah. Mm-mm.
You gotta help me out because right now, you know, things aren't adding up at all.
Okay, well,
I'm being honest with you.
I mean,
a lot of it.
okay, well, like I said, I'm telling you, I guys too. I ain't murdered nobody. Ain't even on my mind. You know what I'm saying? My man just is working. That's it.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna step out for a little bit, all right?
No?
Because I gotta make a phone call anyway, and I need you to think about Friday night. All right, think about why maybe you weren't at Tom Thumb when you think you were, why you were on another street instead of there.
I don't know. I mean, what other street I was on? Seriously? I don't know.
And think about the clothes you threw out yesterday, how those may have gotten in there, what the deal with those clothes might be. If someone else may have thrown them there, or whatever. I just need to know what the deal was.
I just clean it up. Like I told you, also pictures, I just clean it up, you know what I'm saying, around my house, getting all this stuff from hanging on matter of fact, it's a shirt right now. Was hanging up on the back porch. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I mean? That's all I do, collecting all the garbage. But
you gotta understand, coming from our side.
Okay, I understand.
The part that we have issues is you took this one bag and you separated it from your property. You know, you moved it closer to the neighbor's house.
It was just one bag. I put the whole garbage.
No, that's what I meant. Yeah, just one bag moved over to the.
By my bikes. That's why I always keep all my garbage at. Even my garbage cans, where the garbage can was right there. Yeah, I'm not. We're doing them with this. You know, that's my everyday.
That's what I'm talking to you.
Yeah, right.
We got to get into it.
Yeah, right. That's my everyday thing. You know what I'm saying? When you say you was watching me, you saw me doing this, what I do. You know what I'm saying? I clean. I get OCD, bro. I clean. That's how I done this too, bro.
Can I be honest with you too? I need help with this OCD thing because I know a lot of people that are OCD. I'll be honest with you. My sergeant, big time. You take OCD.
Okay.
I just was in your house, right?
Yeah.
I don't know of a single OCD person that can live in my house.
Oh, you mean the storage room?
Yeah.
That's not my house.
Is that where you're sleeping?
No. You in the back room.
We just went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's
two
where you
rooms.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 2 rooms.
Yeah.
That's where I sleep. And it's clean. It's clean.
For OCD clean?
It's clean the best I can. It's clean the best I can. Clean it.
I got
you know what I'm saying? For you know, the lights and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but like I said, bro, you know what I'm saying? You barking up the wrong tree on that. That ain't even my MO, bro.
Here's the problem. It's not just me that has the wrong person, apparently.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of people that have the wrong person. I don't come here off of one person. I don't come here off of 2 people.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
So I got to figure out what's going on. And I'll be honest. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to lie to you through this. I don't lie. There's no point to it. Right?
Yeah.
Right now, you are looking at murder. Well, I'm not going to lie to you and say that right now you're not free to leave.
I mean, on what grounds? What grounds?
Because you've been picked out.
I've been picked out.
Of alarm, for starters, and there's other things too that I don't want to get involved or that I don't want to talk about right now.
Okay. You said I've been.
But here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to take a minute. I want to step out. I want to give you a minute.
I don't really. I would start. I mean,
You're fine.
I don't really need no minute because I'm not about to admit that somebody did not do, bro. I put down my unborn child. I'm not about to admit that, bro. That's not me.
By no means. I don't want you to admit something you didn't.
I did not do that, bro. I didn't, man. Seriously, I swear to God on my life right now.
So let's back it up again, all right?
Okay.
Because this is where I need your help. This is where.
Okay.
Here's where there's some kind of beef somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And whether someone's got a beef with you and trying to do something like this, or whether someone set you up to do something and then something bad happened when you were there that you had no intention of happening. And I'm not saying that you killed anybody in that case.
Also, I'm telling you, I did not kill nobody. I don't know nobody who killed nobody. You know what I'm saying? When you call me up tonight, that's where I'll be at. You said you was watching me yesterday. I was at home. That's where I'll be at, bro. I don't know what's these people. You told me these people. I don't know. Really, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you had me under surveillance. That's where I'll be at. Like tonight is where I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. So I'm telling you, that's all I got y'all do now. I'll be there with my girl, comfort her and the baby. You know what I'm saying? How about even be stupid even to do something and I got a baby by to come in this world? No, that's not me. I'm way smarter than that, brother.
Is there anybody else at that house that looks identical to you or anything? I'll be honest, here's the problems. I even have evidence trailing to your place. Not all the way up to your door,
Yeah.
but taking the path to your house.
I go through the back door. You know what I'm saying? That's my entry. What going upstairs, that's on them up there. Honest God true. Matter of fact, my girl won't even let me up there. You know what I mean? Okay.
She up there.
Yeah, she don't like me up there. I don't, cause she know I don't do. She know I'm better than that. What goes on up there? I really can't tell what goes up there, up there, cause I really don't see it. But when I see it, I smoke a cigarette, drink a beer, I'm out. I gotta go back, cause she called. What you doing up there for? I don't want you on, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't, bro. Seriously, that's all I got you. My back entrance is in the back of my house. Where my neighbors can see, well, y'all came out there tonight where I step out, smoke a cigarette, and I go back in the house.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But all of that will go on upstairs, and there'd be a lot of people over there. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing to do with that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Tell you what, give me a couple. You hungry?
Yeah.
You want a piece of pizza?
Yeah.
I think I make calls. Let me get you.
Okay.
You got some more? You need water?
Yeah.
Trying to go yours?
Trying to smoke a cigarette?
What's that? Give me a little bit on that just because it's pain in the gas.
Yeah.
I'll get you some food.
Okay.
Like pepperoni and mushrooms.
That's cool. That's
Okay.
cool. That's cool.
Finish with that water. You want another one?
Hey, first, I just want to clear up, because it probably wasn't the most clear, with the DNA. Obviously, we get a lot of evidence coming in and everything else from the scene and other places. And it just gives us so we can compare it.
Oh, yeah, well, I ain't been nowhere, bro. So I ain't, well, I told y'all to go and do it. There's nothing good on my face and nothing, bro. Nothing. Trust me, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't do nothing, bro. All I do is go to work and take care of my family, bro. That's all I do. You know what I'm saying?
When's the baby due?
Supposed to be due.
Oh, really?
Probably,
So, like any time now?
Yeah, anytime now. That's why I
for
be
real?
at home.
Right.
I don't do nothing. When I go to work, last couple of days I've been off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she's been complaining, she's been having pain. So I said, I'm going to stick here. I'm going to stick by the house. That's where I've been. You still live in the house. That's where I've been. Because Friday, I was in the mailbox and back to the house, bro. Like I said, what's going upstairs, I don't know, bro. I mean, I know it's a lot of illegal shit go up there, but I ain't nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My girl, she probably didn't talk to her. She probably don't like nobody up there. She don't like me up there, so I don't be up there that much. So I just go up there, smoke a cigarette, so I can be outside, smoking shit, getting bit up by the mosquitoes.
Okay.
That's it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bad guy, bro. I'm definitely ain't no damn murderer, bro. I'm not even raised like that, bro. Come on, that's not me.
Okay.
You know, it's not. It's honest God truth, bro.
Right.
When I did a lot of things in my life, but never did nothing like that. I wouldn't even do it. Especially now, I got a baby on the way right now. Come on, why even I smack myself in the face. That's my thing, sir.
Okay.
That's God too, bro.
I mean, we have talked to April. Obviously, they've been talking to her, and they just called because of the things that she talked about. And I do have some questions.
Okay.
Those things you said. So, first, I'm curious. You were pretty consistent that nobody calls you Detroit.
I mean, they probably people. I don't go back because that's not my name. They call me. They want to call me. I don't like to answer. You know what I mean?
Is there a reason that even April would say that you go by Detroit?
Because like I said, some people might call me without me on my answer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? And if I was my way, even do top of spring anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying? But since I've been here, I've been getting screwed over. About a ton of other also. Got screwed over out my money here. You know what I'm saying? On this place. When I first got here, I guess I let somebody loan some money. I got screwed out of that. So I was just getting tired of the whole Key West thing. Anyway, I was just going to have my baby for the hospital, give a little bit, and I was going to just move, man, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just it's negative, bro. I don't like being around negative stuff, bro. You know, that's the honest God truth, bro.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I'm not a bad person. I'll try to help you, you know what I'm saying? I give the shirt on my back. I'm not a bad person. I just don't like negativity, you know, being around me. That's why I be at home.
Right. And I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't.
I'm not, bro. Seriously, I'm not.
I worry you're at the wrong place at the wrong time kind of thing.
No. You take that, that's why I want to get that D, because you said the DNA go clear my name if I was at some crime scene.
And that's why I clarified. I should have said clear your name. Obviously, you have DNA from the scene and everything else.
Okay.
And then we can compare things too. There's more than, there's more than DNA alone.
Yeah, but ain't nothing in my house, you know what I'm saying? You know, no involvement, sir. I mean, I'm supposed to keep it with no involvement.
What were you wearing again Friday night when you got up? Were you able to remember?
Probably knowing me, I just throw shorts on and a t-shirt on.
What did they look like?
Probably like blue. Blue my favorite color. I wear a lot of blue and gray. As you see, I got, so I wear them.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And what'd you do the rest of the weekend? Did you hang out with your wife a lot?
All the time.
The entire time?
Let me see. I probably went upstairs for a minute, but far as I go upstairs to my place, like hanging out.
Yeah.
So.
What time did you go to bed on Friday? What time did you fall asleep?
I'll tell you back. I remember I was sitting in the chair and she told me to get in the bed. I was in the chair, going to sleep in the chair, and she told me to get in the bed.
Do you remember telling her to mind her own business?
Mm-hmm.
Think back.
Mind her own business, bro. What?
Around midnight?
Mm-hmm. No.
Was there a reason she would have said that you told her that?
No.
Something about Tyrone being outside?
She hates Tyrone, so she hates. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, she just don't like him. So I don't even remember that. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Maybe about Tyrone being naked from the waist down, putting his clothes in a little baggie?
That I don't.
Or I want to help you here. I do, man.
Well, I don't want to be naked, but it's with his clothes down.
Put him in a little baggie, like the little baggie that you put in a big black bag.
I mean, I'm trying to put this.
Take a minute.
Yeah, I think
breathe. Take a minute and think.
Man,
I'm not in a hurry, man. Take your time to think. It's important that we get the facts.
No, I don't think I'm checking. No, man, I don't remember doing that. Man, I said, man, my
You're
best.
still up watching TV.
Okay.
And apparently she woke up,
Fine.
walked out,
Yeah.
found Rory naked from the waist down outside by a shed type thing.
Who found me?
What's
Naked?
No, I'm sorry, did I say? I said
Be outside.
found Tyrone, or I guess she calls him Ty.
Time.
Found him naked from the waist down
Okay.
outside of the shed, putting his clothes in a small baggie, like the ones that were in the big trash bag that you had. And when she started to say something, you told her, that she needs to mind her own business. And then the rest of the weekend, you pretty much spent upstairs with Ty, talking to Ty way more than normal.
I mean, that's we just been drinking, right? You know, I know him from college. You know what I'm saying? He been there since the hurricane. You know what I mean? But
and I'll be honest with you, so far I got to go back now and talk to Ty because apparently he's lied to me. Because her story now completely contradicts his.
Yeah, well, what I've been telling you is the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll be honest, all right? I'm not by no means I want to make you mad.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me everything you've been telling me is honest when now all of a sudden I'm finding details aren't honest, you know?
But I'm saying,
like, you know.
Me, bro.
No, I'm saying with you.
Me. You know what I'm saying?
You were very adamant at the beginning about Detroit. And now no one's called me that in a long time.
They have been, you know what I'm saying? I don't, they haven't. I don't, you know, they can call me anything, but I mean, I'm trying to tell you, I don't answer.
But April calls you Detroit.
Sometimes it pisses me off. It's to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know what I'm saying? It's to piss
Why does
me
it
off.
piss you off?
Because that's not my name. You know, and then you got 4, 5.
And Nino's not your name, right?
Yeah, but I prefer Nino though.
Why do you prefer Nino over Detroit? Why would Detroit piss you off and not Nino?
No,
Neither one is your name.
Yeah, but Nino, it's personal. Some good friends up north call me that. That's,
How would Ty know?
That's what he called me.
Yeah, but if it was your good friends up north, they called you that. How would he know to call you that?
Because he be hearing me on the phone when I talk to people from up north, and they hear. No. That's the only way.
Excuse me just a second, I apologize. I don't mean to be on the phone when you're talking.
You good? But, I mean, you know, because I get a lot of phone calls from my people up north. You know what I'm saying? Checking on me, seeing how I'm doing, you know, while I'm coming home for Thanksgiving, Christmas, holidays like that.
So April will be able to verify that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what they call it. You know, like I said.
And I also am curious because April said that people down here call you like that's normal for you to. She didn't say it takes you off or anything like that.
Oh no, well, she know what to do though. She know what to do. So I ain't got nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I ain't nothing to hide. I ain't trying to protect nobody. But I damn sure know I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't.
But here's again. You got to help me understand because I don't. I'll be perfectly honest. And she's your baby.
Baby mama.
Yeah, she's your baby mama. She's not your wife or anything,
No.
but pretty much is. Like isn't, but
we been together for a year.
Yeah, exactly. You guys been together a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And my baby mama come in and say, "Why is Rory out front at the shed, undressing, putting clothes in the bag?"
Yeah.
One, I would remember that. I mean, that's one of those things that just. Yeah, it's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Rory's a little, or not Rory.
Yeah.
Ty's a little strange. I've noticed that, but I don't think he's that strange.
Yeah, I mean.
So
I can't say
I'm confused about how something like that you forget.
Well, because I didn't see him. I didn't see him do that.
But I mean, is it you think April's lying to us?
I mean, she ain't never told me about that.
Okay, so that shows she is lying to us.
I'm gonna say she lying. I'm gonna say that
Because she's just telling us that. You know, obviously she spoke to you and you told her to mind her own business.
Probably like, you know, about some others. Not something like that. Cause myself, I should question this shit myself. What the hell you doing? I mean, what the hell you doing, bro? Cause I'm saying, I mean, I can't honestly tell you, you know, I just got you, bro. Seriously, bro.
So why would, help me out here, why would April lie to us about that?
Maybe she didn't lie to you. Maybe she said she saw him?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, April bipolar schizophrenic too now, you know. But I didn't see that, bro. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I saw something I didn't, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't, no matter what, that's just me. I'm not going to lie on nobody, even lie on myself, you know what I'm saying? But what you talking about, you know, I'm facing, that's all BS, bro. You know, my mom always told me was in the dark or coming to light. It never had nothing to do with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I agree. That would come from the dark to be more. Absolutely.
You know, bro, like I said, my thing is my son, bro. You know, that's all it's about, man. You know, even before even this, before me even coming to Key West, it's all about my baby. Working hard to put a roof over her head. Chewing her. April don't like nobody who I hang around. April want all my time. That's why I try to give her all my time to keep her happy. But for somebody to take me away from April for 15 minutes, April don't like it. You know, that's just April. We're going through this for 5 years, bro. Policemen been to my house numerous times, bro. She know what I'm saying? Numerous times. Because her insecurities, you know, you check the file, everything on record.
Yeah, we saw that there's a domestic in the past. So
yeah, well, not no domestic, but, you know, just a call. The best part, which y'all might call it, wasn't no violence, nothing like that.
Yeah, domestic just means you guys were in an argument.
Yeah, that's what it be about. You know what I'm saying? She want me with her 24/7. She's like that. That's why I've been trying to do, especially her being pregnant. I've been trying to be that. You know what I mean? That's the honest God truth, bro. You know, I don't know what else I can say, but.
So who did the Halloween mask downstairs? Who did that belong to?
That was like Michelle and CJ's. You know, they would be decorating and shit. They not there. I don't know if they've been there. They might come there when I, you know what I'm saying?
Is there a reason why April would say it belongs to Ty?
I know that's. She don't like Ty. Okay, I told her she don't like him. There ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? But I know that you told me the one was in that hallway, right? That's Michelle and CJ's upstairs.
I think it's right at the edge of the steps. Am I correct on that? Where was it at? I'm trying to remember.
Like going up the stairs in the front, that's their interest. My interest is in the back.
Okay.
That's the interest I use.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how.
I just wanted to make sure we were talking about the same mask.
Yeah. You talking to the screen.
It's like a screen, one kind of
thing.
Okay,
yeah. That thing been hanging up there for the longest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the beads and stuff like that, you know.
Okay.
But.
And we found a pair of shoes upstairs too. A pair of tennis shoes.
Okay.
That had a bunch of blood on top of them.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. I stay downstairs.
Do you know anything about them?
No, I don't know nothing about them. I don't. Honestly, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, everything in my house is mine.
Okay.
I'm a festival. You know, not everything, because I'm holding some of Travis stuff because he had went to jail, right?
Right.
You know, I don't know who done it, but he went up there and rampaged the place, took a lot of stuff. So he trusts me. The first room, not the one I'm sleeping in, the first room, that's a lot of stuff. I'm keeping it for him.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like I said, man, you know, I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person, bro. You know, I'm trying to help somebody out. But I'm not going to allow nobody, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to take nothing from nobody. I'm going to go out there and work for mine. That's all I've been doing all my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't been in trouble since 2010. I learned my lesson. And I've been straightforward since then.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
No vomit, no rooms, no hands, none of that, bro.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not me. I ain't perfect. But I'm trying to change my life for my kids, bro.
Gotcha.
They're getting older. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, so.
When you came back from the Tom Thumb, did you go in through your normal door, like you went into your house and then go upstairs?
Yeah, I went to my home.
Where you normally come in? Where you always come in?
With my kid.
Yeah.
I don't got a key to that front door.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
There you go. So you walked past April and all that then?
What you mean? Walk ahead?
Well, because you came in your normal door, which is...
When y'all came,
yeah.
Y'all put on the guns on me. Scared the mess out of me too. I ain't gonna lie.
You would have walked past April then to go upstairs.
April in the back. She ain't in the front.
Right, but you came in... Like, you went by your bedroom, correct?
Yeah, she was there when I got in.
Okay.
She was there.
Is there a reason she would have said that you left the house about 7:30 and came home about 9?
That probably was the time I told when he got the cigarette. I went upstairs, had a couple of beers,
But she saw you coming in, so she would have known you were upstairs. She's saying you didn't come to the house, but she saw you coming back to the house at night.
She probably got to time me because I got told I was no far from upstairs to my house. That's where I was at. That's why I don't go nowhere. Where I be at in the house, I might get my times mixed up. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I go for my.
Is it possible you got your times mixed up that you were gone for an hour and a half?
If I was upstairs.
No, I meant gone from the house for an hour and a half.
No, where would I be? Where would I go? Nah, that's impossible. Nah. Well, I mean, I don't even go nowhere like that. What the time's done, might walk up to Jolly's, you know what I mean, the liquor store or the Burger King. That's my routine. Time's done.
So, I mean, you may have done that night?
No, I ain't do all that. I know what I do. Time's done. Yeah, only time's done. Yeah. That's only what we went, time's done.
And it was you and
Travis.
Can you describe Travis for me?
White guy.
That's all.
I ain't wrong with my man. Good dude. He work up at Big Pine. He work at Big Pine.
Oh, he worked at the same place you work?
No, not the same place.
Oh, different. Okay.
Different location. Good guy though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're another good. I try to hang out with so good people. You know, you're good people. You know what I'm saying? So if I need to rush my girl to the hospital, he'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know, because he got on some humbug. You know, he got arrested. You know, for the humbug, being upstairs. I see why she be on me so much like that while being out there. But like when the police came up there, Rodriguez, all of them know me from Burger King. All you know, the sheriff that they know me. He's like, look, I know that man. You know what I'm saying? But they had found a weed pint. You know what I'm saying? There's some weed. I don't love, bro. I just came here to get some grease.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? All right, going back downstairs. And then a lot of them went to jail. Including my buddy, Travis. You know what I'm saying, for a week. But he went to court today.
Oh, did
they continued you though, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know what I can say to you, bro. You know, I don't know, my name came up in this BS. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, but
that part was we just have people that are putting you at the treehouse. So I'm just trying to figure it out.
No way. Ain't no ain't no way. One more time, it's been like a month ago, and I only got some weed.
Right.
They ain't put me in. Nah. Whoever trying.
Can you think of anybody over there that has an issue with you?
I mean, cause I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm trying to be. I'm honest, you know. What? Whoever don't like me got a problem with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I try to help. You know what I'm saying? Well, people be jealous, envy. A lot of that. I see a lot of that going on in Key West. You know what I'm saying? You know, even like my neighbor, I knew he was lying though. You know, like he told my buddy Travis, somebody scratched up his truck. He told me that he saw the girl do it, but see, I knew he was lying though, because this earlier that day they had an altercation about a bad drug deal. They beat him.
Who they beat who?
They beat my neighbor. I guess he's the only drug one.
Who beat him?
Huh?
Who's the one who beat him?
It was a guy. You want to tell his name?
But I'm not.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not looking for you to be so there's
yeah, but anyway.
There's someone that lives at your house though? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
is it the guy who's
the neighbor, like it's one, let me see. It's 4 units back there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the one to my right had an issue with one of the guys upstairs, him and this girl. You know what I'm saying? And I knew about it, and he stood right there in my face and said he saw that girl do that, which I knew he was lying. So, I mean, it's a lot of iffy and stuff going on this island, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is. But, like I said, I don't do nothing to nobody, bro. I be at home. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl, we get into it, no physical, no, just that's that baby, her hormone, just her first baby. So she's scared too, you know what I'm saying? But the world ain't no secret. She don't like no she don't, I ain't know that. I know that. So but
Gotcha.
she's still right. They say me and you went fishing. We wouldn't even hear with it. We went fishing like she wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
You know, that's how she is. She real insecure. And I don't be doing nothing. I'll be at home when I work. You know what I'm saying? She used to work at Burger King with me.
Yeah.
They fired her because she used to making scenes because I was too nice to the customers. Saying half to the women.
There you go.
So, so y'all find anything at my house?
Sort of, but do you know who that is?
Who the hell is that?
Do you recognize her?
No, what's that?
Just curious.
I don't know her. No. Never saw her in my life. I was like, who the hell is that? Yeah.
Never seen her?
Never. Never. But you talking about, I'm not curious what you talking about, what you found at my house.
What's that?
You say you found?
Well, obviously, I told you about the sneaker we found.
That ain't my house. That's up there.
Well, it's all, like, I'm not saying your house. I mean, in the area where we just.
Oh, in there. Okay, cool.
We obviously found the mask.
Oh, yeah, it was. But the test right now, ain't none of my stuff will come on. I never touch that stuff. Never. I'm gonna do like a loan.
And none of the clothes, obviously, that we picked up from the trash bag, the black trash bag, are yours. So none of your DNA is going to come back on any of those.
On them shirts, on like them old shirt, or for like from my feet, like that. Yeah, well, I told you I was using them to dry off with. Look, big girl. No, most of them shirts too little for me. That's why they was, in the garbage. Too little.
Including the black one?
The black. I still don't know. You know what I'm saying? You keep me saying the black one, but I don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
It says it's not going to be yours, obviously. Then anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Ain't no big deal. So, I'm just saying, though, why my girl stressing, man?
Your girl said also when you were gone for that hour and a half, you were wearing take a black shirt and black shorts.
Well, she would get that. I don't know. She wouldn't. No, because I ain't had it on.
What's that?
I didn't have that on. No, she wouldn't have said nothing like that. I don't know, but she wouldn't have said nothing like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Because it was both you and Ty when you guys left the house were wearing black.
She said both was wearing black.
When you left at about 7:30.
No.
Okay.
No, she wouldn't. No.
I mean, I wasn't there.
Yeah, she
so
wouldn't try to do
that.
Yeah.
I can tell you that is what she said. That part I can tell you.
Yeah, but she wouldn't try to do nothing to hurt me anyway.
I don't think she was doing anything to hurt you. She was just telling them what she saw.
Yeah, time, but not, nah. I don't remember, no, black, no. Hell, I don't own that much black stuff.
Okay.
You can go through my wardrobe. I don't own that much black stuff. Blue and gray, that's one of my favorite colors.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe with dark blue but not no black. You know what I'm saying? But
again, I can't speak because I wasn't there.
Right.
So all I can tell you is that I'm just telling you what she said. It's not me.
Is she okay though, right?
No, she's fine. Absolutely.
Shit, bro. I mean, maybe I could, I've been honest with you, bro. But that, what you said, I had no parts of that, bro. And then so I saw was I get news alerts on my phone.
Okay.
Which I think I seen my phone.
Yeah, that's right.
I get news alerts. They tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? I watch the news a lot. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then my neighbor was talking about it. Well, that's as far as that. That's the only thing I knew about it. And then on the news thing, it says that they say what 3 guys, something like that. I mean, I just read. I be bothered. And they said they was wearing masks. So I mean, how can somebody say that I was? They saw me somewhere, and right there on the thing, 3 or 4 guys, something like that. They said they was wearing masks. And if anybody need help with this, it was a number. That's the only thing I remember about that. It's on my phone.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. You got to keep in mind, we are very limited in what we put out.
I mean,
And,
I understand that.
and the
Yeah.
news gets about 25% of what we put
Yeah.
out. They get 25% right.
Well, I'm just saying though, you know, I mean, because like if these people, whoever did it, they went mad. How my, you know, what I'm saying, I'm gonna point me out. I ain't even been in no line. I ain't even been in trouble to be in a line up. You know what I'm saying? So how somebody pick me out? You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why I was sitting thinking. I mean, where all this coming
And
from?
that's why I was asking if you had beef with people. Maybe that would explain it, but I guess you don't.
I mean, probably from Cox though. Losers up in Cox.
What are their names? Help me out.
It's well, I mean, I don't know.
If there's someone that would you know spit on you type thing, now's the time to tell me about that. That's what I need to know.
A lot of them dudes were jealous of me anyway, but I should go to work all the time. I should come in with money in my pocket all the time, dress nice, take my girl out somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people up there were jealous of me, you know what I'm saying? It was jealousy. You know, real jealous, bro. You know?
Gotcha.
I mean, if they just give up on me, I'm not gonna give up on my life. I'm saying no. Hey, bitch, I'm in my prime now. That's fine. You know, I'm keep on working. You know what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna settle for. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised for a rock. I ain't really never get a whooping in my life. I was, you know, out of 8, I'm the baby, the friend. I get everything I want.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was raised up. A good, better life, you know?
Yeah.
But when I was in Cox, it wasn't like that. It just used to drive me crazy. Well, that was my motive, my initiative to get up out of there quick as I did. You know what I did? We worked 60, 70 hours at Burger King, right? Jones Stop. That's why I know a lot of y'all officers from, right? Regus, all of them. They know me from that. You know, me working. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I saved my money and got out of there, bro. You know? But that's just me. You know, they see me on the street, they waving at me. How you doing? Call me by my first name. You know, they know me. You know what I mean? Yep. They know they've been to my house. They've been when they went upstairs for well before. You know what I'm saying? I'll come out and speak to them. That's how you doing, you know? Yeah. But,
yeah, I owe you an apology. I misspoke. It was Ty and Travis that left together, and they left around 4 or 5. You left the house alone, 27 and 8. That's where I apologize. I'm
gonna tell you also. And I know you got a job to do.
Absolutely.
Mr. President. But me, I'm be burned with the wrong shit with me, bro, because that's not my MO. You know what I'm saying? It's not my MO, bro. You know?
No, I just meant what I told you. Like I mean, I do have a couple questions because April's telling us Ty and Travis left together between 4 and 5.
Wow.
You left the house alone between like 7 and 8, 7:30 and 8.
Like I said, I can't get the times because I was time didn't work. I'm tired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But me and Travis went to the store. That I know that for a fact.
Are you positive you left the house together? Maybe you guys met up somewhere.
We left. You know, we left. Because I was telling him, as a matter of fact, how I know, because he was about to drive his truck on walk. I was like, no, he said, where you going? I said, I'm going to go Mr. Squares. I said, man, you know you ain't supposed to be driving, man. Chill out. That's exactly why that's when he came. And we walked up there.
So he was you met him in his truck. He wasn't at the house then. No, I miss.
The truck was at the house. That's why he parked his truck. Yeah, boss said, look, man, you know you ain't supposed to be driving, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted me to ride with him. No, bro, I ain't doing all of that, man. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know, so yeah, but nah, bro. All black hell, no. Like me, blue and gray my colors, bro. That's like I got them on. Blue, these my colors, bro. That's what I wear.
Obviously, I got concerned because your baby mom was putting you in different clothes.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
You know, you do your job, bro. I ain't got no animosity issue, bro. It's what you do. You're supposed to do it. Because there's somebody in my family that wants you to do the same thing. But me, I ain't nothing to do with that, bro. Honestly, God, my God, strike me down right now. Mom, one child, I had nothing to do with that. That ain't my MO. Stuff like that. I don't hang around with people like that.
I got you.
So,
Can you think back to me for Friday night to just try to help me out with the Rory thing? Because that part obviously is very concerning.
the Rory, that's me.
Why do I want to do that with your name? My fault.
Yeah.
With the Ty thing. Maybe you saw something that can help me with this. You know, I mean, just try to think back. Because I mean, obviously, like you said, I mean, that's odd to you too. Why the frick would he be doing that? You know?
Man, I can't see that, man. It was shed. What shed they talking about?
I wasn't out. Like I can't. That part I'm not going to get right.
Ain't no shed, but
He was outside at some part.
butt naked outside.
From the waist down. I mean, he still had a white T-shirt on, I think she said, but he was butt naked besides that.
No, I can't remember. I can't. No, not like that. Because if I saw something, I'm gonna tell him. Especially if it's gonna protect me, I ain't gonna make up no lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's something I know I didn't do, but I ain't gonna make up no lie on nobody else. I wouldn't want to do that to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do it. So I don't even, with shit, I don't even know, bro. I don't know.
All right, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
It was actually a storage area inside the house. It wasn't even outside. It was inside.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I was supposed to be sitting there with him.
No. You were still watching TV at that point.
See, I don't know. So I mean, I can't tell you, sir. So I don't know. You see what?
You know where the storage area is at the house? Or
Yeah, the one that y'all went through. The one you had me sitting there, right by the
front door.
The front door to go up the stairs. See, that's the go upstairs.
Yep. Right. So, okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I gotta walk around and come in the back, or that's where my key fit at. You know what I'm saying? I can't get in the front door like that.
So think back to it, because it was around midnight, so you may have been tired or whatever.
Midnight.
Yeah.
When I was asleep.
No, you're still awake. You're watching TV, but you may have been drowsy or something.
She told me to go to bed. I was in the chair.
Did you say something to her before she said go to bed? Think for a minute.
I know. I swear. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't remember. You know what I'm saying? I know the age of what, you know what I'm saying? But I can't remember. I know I would have myself in the house watching TV. Everything like I told you. I know this. I know. She said, I made up your bed, lay down. I was sitting in the chair, calm myself watching TV.
What were you watching?
Once again, probably something she liked, cause she running control. You know?
She was still awake at that point too?
Yeah, she was awake. Yeah. She wanted me to go to sleep, get in the bed. And I got in the bed, and I went to sleep.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I like doing stuff. Right now, I'm tired as hell. I was in the bed. I said, let me go get my last cigarette smoke. So I can't smoke in the house.
Right.
So I went outside, lit the cigarette. That's it. That thing I know.
And then came back in and went and crawled into bed or whatever. So you went outside. She told you to go to bed, and that's when you went outside and smoked one last one?
I'm talking about tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tonight. Yeah, tonight. When y'all saw me at.
No.
That's what I do at night.
Now, you know I'm talking about Friday night, though, right?
Okay.
I was hoping I did.
I don't even think I smoked that day. I was so tired. I was exhausted from working, you know what I'm saying?
Right. The whole thing with Rory, though, the whole thing with Ty was Friday night, not tonight. I may have confused you there.
No,
it was Friday night that she says that he was.
I guess, because I didn't see him naked, you know what I mean? So I don't know what she told you. I don't hear it.
Right. So you can't remember.
I don't see that man there being naked. If I look like if you being naked, I'm gonna remember that.
I would think so.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know that, bro. You know, so. But tonight, I was on my way watching a movie, my routine, go smoke my last cigarette, and then when y'all showed up, the guns turned on at me. I'm like, what the hell going on? What's going on? You know, that's why I was like, okay, what? Yeah. And that was it. You see, she was in her night stuff. we was on our way to bed.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We don't hang out nowhere like that. So I'm gonna tell you, she don't like none of her friends too much. So I'm not gonna tell you nobody because somebody did something wrong. I'm firmly they should be punished. But me, so right now, I don't even see why you just couldn't even come to my house and just question me. But just, now I got like, damn, look at my neck. They might think I'm one of the, which I don't care because, you know what I'm saying? But look at this guy. They don't look at me like that.
And I don't want to lie to you and mislead you in any way, okay? So I want to be clear about something because I'm worried now that I wasn't. We have a lot of things that put you at the treehouse. Okay, I want to be clear about that. I don't want to mislead you in anything.
Okay, you say
That's why you're here, not at the house talking about this.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see what you got that put me at no treehouse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would love to see what you know what I'm saying, what you got on me to put me at a treehouse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When people tell you that I'm at my house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm not trying to get on you or anything, of course, but we don't have people putting you at the house.
You ask my neighbors, all the people outside barbecuing and stuff like that.
Well, we can. I mean, all right, maybe I'm clear. I can put you there earlier in the evening. I can put you there later at night. But during the time of the incident is when I can't put you there.
Oh, well, see, I mean, what time did this incident happen? What time? I mean, what are they supposed to, what time did it go? I mean, I don't know. I mean, what time? What you said?
Check it out. I'm gonna bring a chair.
Absolutely. This is my captain.
So, how you doing, Captain?
Detroit, I'm doing good, pretty
Right,
fine.
there you go with that Detroit. Yeah, just call me Rory.
Rory, I call you Rory.
Yeah.
Rory, I've been listening to you.
She's been at the house too, so she knows a little bit more on it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me, all right?
Okay.
Been doing this job for 35 years.
Right.
Almost longer than she's been alive.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you what I learned from my grandmother a very, very, very long time ago. She was a little German Lutheran woman, 4'10",
Right.
had a wicked backhand.
Mm-hmm.
You cursed in her house, you got it.
Right. Right.
Whack right across the mouth.
Right.
Smartest woman I ever knew in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And here's why. Because Grandma, when you got a chance to talk to her, would tell you this. No matter how thin you roll a piece of paper, there's two sides to the paper.
Exactly. You're right.
And no matter how thin the story is, there's two sides to the story.
Right.
Now I'm going to let you know the side of the story that we've heard about you.
Mm.
And then I'm going to give you a chance to tell us your side of the story.
Okay.
Because somewhere between this side of the paper, Rory, and that side of the paper, in the middle, is the truth.
Okay, right.
And we never fully get the truth, but somewhere between that is really as close as we can get.
Right.
So here's what I've got.
Okay.
At 8:11 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
in your neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
there are, I'm going to say 16 cameras
Okay.
pointed in all different directions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever get the luxury of walking around your neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to start looking. Corners of the buildings and the poles.
Mm-hmm.
And these aren't cheap black and white, like put them on big old tube televisions.
Yeah.
These are high density night cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Color, nice cameras.
Okay.
And they're all over your neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
And we have spent 4 days walking through the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's what we got today.
Mm-hmm.
8:11 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we have in video? The guy you call Ty, the guy that I know as Franklin Tucker.
Okay. Okay.
He is walking from the warehouse where you all live
Mm-hmm.
down 2nd Street by himself,
Mm-hmm.
going towards Laurel Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
At 8:15, we get a phone call, 911,
Mm-hmm.
that somebody has been stabbed, and we think the guy is dead. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
At 8:19 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
what do we have on the same high-density camera?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
and Ty walking down 2nd Street, coming from Laurel Avenue.
That was
Now,
okay.
listen,
I'm gonna
let me tell you what I have, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And you're not walking like you're smoking a cigarette stroll.
Mm-hmm.
You're moving.
Okay.
And you're moving in the clothes, wearing the clothes that April told us you were both wearing. Now she's really, really worried about you, Rory.
I know.
She's scared to death. She's having her first baby,
Right.
and she knows you're not coming home. She knows that. Now, what she told me is she thinks you are a good man, and you've been a good husband to her, and you'll be a good father to the baby. My only problem with you, Rory, is you're trying to make that baby go to Michigan State University. Now, as a person from Michigan, come on, Rory. There's only one college in Michigan. It's U of M.
Yeah, I know, and then I am Auburn. But like I said,
Now, Rory, here's what's happening. This is what I have, okay?
yeah.
I think what happened Friday is there was some kind of scheme, a plan, thought through. Here's what I know. You guys have been struggling with money. You've been working your ass off, picking up landscaping jobs, doing whatever you can. She thinks you're going to work with Ty.
There. I've been big plans. That's what I've been doing. I ain't been doing no landscape.
Yep. Well, she thinks that some of the jobs that you've been picking up have been with Ty. I think she hopes that when you leave with Ty, that you're going to work. Because you know she doesn't like Ty.
That's why I tell her.
At all.
She hates me.
She hates him.
I know.
And she said that she's been trying to convince you that he is a bad guy for you. And that your words to her, and I quote, he's never crossed me. And as long as he's never crossed me, and he's done right by me, I'm going to do right by him.
That's all I would tell him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I put a shirt on my back. You know, if they're going down across me. Well, like I said, this incident, I had nothing to do with that.
Yep. And Roy, you know what I know what happened? This is what I know happened. Ty, for the first time in your friendship, crossed you. Because he lost his temper, he did something that wasn't part of a plan, and a really bad mistake happened. And somebody died as part of a really bad mistake. Because here's what I know. You're hurting for money. There's no power in that place. You're borrowing power from a neighbor.
Right.
And food is hard. And that baby is due any day.
I mean, that might be their story up there. As far as, the food. I got to look.
No, April says you absolutely take care of her and that baby.
I do.
And that your number one concern every day when you come home is, how are you? How's the baby? She knows in her heart and soul you are a good man and that you would never do anything wrong by her or wrong by that baby.
Never.
And I don't think you would either. Because I talked to both of you tonight. I talked to you and I talked to Ty. And what I see is you as a decent man, a decent father, getting caught up in something that was a bad mistake. What I see Ty is a guy that April has known all along was going to cross you. And he did. And he is making you to be the guy that planned this, thought this out, and did the bad thing. So hear me out, because he's jammed up and he doesn't want to be jammed up. And April called it a long time ago. April told you, Rory, don't trust him. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. I don't like him. She said, I hate him.
Right.
You know she hates him.
Right.
She's got a really good womanly instinct. So here's what I think happened. You all know that there's a little bit of money in a place where there's going to be a little bit of money for a little bit of time. And so this is what happens. We see Ty on the video at 8:11. I don't know where you come into the picture because you're not walking down 2nd Street. April knows Ty and Travis left between 4 and 5 in Travis's truck. She knows you were home all day, not at work. You didn't go to work on Friday. You were home all day, Rory, all day. She knows you were.
Okay.
Between 7 and 8 o'clock, closer to 8, you left the house. You were wearing a black shirt and black shorts. She thinks flip-flops, but she's not sure on the shoes. You left the house. You came home around 9 o'clock. And she said you didn't behave any differently, but she thought something was off. Didn't know what. You didn't say anything to her. And you know why you didn't say anything to her, Rory? Because you're a decent man who's taking care of the mother of your child. You're a decent guy, because if you said something to her, she would know, and it would hurt her. It would crush her. It would kill her to know that you got all wrapped up in something that was a bad something.
Right.
So you didn't say anything, Rory,
Right.
but she knew something was a little off. Now, here's what happens. It's midnight. She hears a noise up in the storage room, and she said she's scared because she thinks somebody's trying to break up in the house. And she said there's always people trying to get up in there. So she goes to see what the noise is. And she knows the door sticks. So she pushed it really hard.
Right.
And there's no way you can be quiet when you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
So she pushes it real hard.
Mm-hmm.
And there stands Ty, naked from the waist down, because his pants are already off, and he's not even wearing any boxers,
Mm-hmm.
and his pants are on the floor. And he's in the process of pulling his black shirt over his head, and he takes it off, and he puts it in a plastic bag like you get at the gas station. And she thinks it's really weird that he's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
and can't figure out what he's doing. But he doesn't say anything to her,
Mm-hmm.
and she walks out of the storage room and shuts the door. What you say to her is, why you up in his business? Why you being so nosy? Why'd you have to go look? And she said to you, I thought somebody was breaking in. You were on the phone talking to somebody at midnight, Rory. She didn't know who. She didn't know what. But she said the minute she told you, not about what she saw,
Mm-hmm.
but that she thought somebody was breaking in, and that's the only reason she went up and checked, you let it go. You let it go. And she said, Ty has never spoken to her about that, and you've never spoken. But she said the last 4 days, you've been upstairs more than you've ever been upstairs. You've been outside on the porch more than you've ever been outside on the porch.
I can't smoke cigarettes around.
Yep. Yep. And she said it's more than just smoking the cigarettes, and you've been on the phone a lot. Now she's worried. She's scared. And this is what I know, Rory, from talking with her.
Mm-hmm.
You are a good, decent man.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to do right by her and by your baby.
That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what
And here's what I think happened. You're trying to do right. You're going to get a little bit more money. You're going to go get $1,000 because somebody's got $1,000, and you know somebody's got $1,000. That's the other part of this that I know, Rory, because not only have we been watching video cameras,
Mm-hmm.
we've been talking to lots of people, and Paula's holding $1,000 that Anthea gave her, and Anthea's all pissed off
Mm-hmm.
because Paula took that money and kicked her ass out, and Anthea wants the money back, and Anthea tells people Paula's holding $1,000. So I think Ty comes up with this cockamamie plan that, listen, we're going to go up in there, we're going to get that money. We're going to make it quick. We're going to make it fast. They're not going to know it's us. We're both going to put on masks. We're going to wear black clothes. We're going to go up there and we're going to take that money. And then things go to shit, Rory, up there.
If he made them plans, it wasn't with me, Cap. I'm telling you, it wasn't with me. If he made them plans, it wasn't with me. That's not my MO. You know what I'm saying? I get food stamps, you know what I'm saying? We got enough food, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go back to work. But if that's true what you saying, and he made them plans, he ain't make it with me. Because I would have told him no, or rip. Because I got a baby coming. I ain't about to do nothing to jeopardize my baby. I take care of mine. What she need, I'm going to get it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If I got to go there, put roofs or cut trees up in Big Pine, I'm going to do it. But all the other stuff, I'm not going to do it because I enjoy my freedom. I got in trouble 2008. Okay? I had to do 30 months for something stupid I was doing. Wrote a check. Ain't nobody get hurt, nothing. I did 2.5 years. That was it. I ain't been in trouble since then. Check my record. Well, if he had a plan, it wasn't with me. On Cap. Seriously.
Rory, I'm going to tell you something else I know.
What's that?
I know you might not have followed through with it, but I know you just recently made a threat. When you learned that you were going to get evicted, and there was a conversation about you need to get up and out of here, and you get the paper, you get served with the notice.
Right.
You talked to a guy named Robert,
Right.
and you told him,
Right.
I don't have a problem with you, but I got a problem with him. And you pointed to Daniel. And what did you tell Daniel you were going to do to him?
I see you come in my house, it's going to be a problem. See, once again, being the smart man I am, I took it, I got at my house, this thick, full of court. He the one trying to evict me. Unlawful. I got a letter from Supreme Court. All this paperwork.
Yep.
He got it fixed. So the vision he tried to give me was unlawful.
What'd you tell him you were going to do to him, though, if he tried to put you out?
What did I tell him?
I'm going to beat you with a baseball bat.
No.
Okay, Rory.
I own a baseball bat.
Well, I'm not saying you do. I'm saying, Rory, what I'm telling you is I know that you might not have made any mistakes since 2008,
Yeah.
but I think you made a big one Friday night. I really do. And I think what you're recognizing is I got jammed up, but I don't want to be jammed up because I got a baby on the way. And I get that. I honestly get that.
See, I'm telling you, Cap, if he made some plans like that, it wasn't with me. It wasn't with me, Cap.
Rory, how do you explain 4 minutes after a 911 call where the person has said the guy has been stabbed? He's face down. He's in a pool of blood. Okay. He's unresponsive. Right. How do you explain you and Ty walking away from that area down 2nd Street, dressed in the exact clothing that April told us you were both wearing that day, together down 2nd Street, 4 minutes after the guy got murdered? How, Rory? Explain it.
Let me tell you something, Cap, because I wasn't with Ty. I was with Travis. Travis, he had a black truck. Dodge Ram. I wasn't with Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? You look at them cameras and them pictures good. I was not with him. I was with Travis. We was coming from Tom Thurman. That's where he's coming from.
No, walking the other way.
Coming this way to my house. That's what you're talking about, right? From Tom Thurman.
No, the other way, Rory, from Laurel to your house. 811, I've got Ty on video.
Okay.
Coming from the house.
Coming from, going towards Tom Thurman.
No, going towards Laurel Avenue.
Where's Laurel?
Where the guy got murdered, the Treehouse.
Okay.
811, Ty is leaving the house, walking down 2nd Street, going toward the Treehouse. At 8:19, 4 minutes after the, hey, the guy's dead, phone call to 911. What do I have on video? You and Ty walking down 2nd Street from the Treehouse to your house. Now, if you weren't with Ty, how are you on this video?
I was with Travis. I was never walking with Ty. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was with Travis. I was never with Ty. Show me that. I'm telling you, that was not me. I was with Travis with the black truck coming from Tom Thurman. I wasn't with Tyrone. I promise you I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't. I was not coming. No, hell no. No, that was no. I was with Travis, and he'd tell you that. If I call right, he'd tell you. I was with him.
Can I ask one question?
What's that?
When she brought up, this has bothered me, when she brought up about the fact that you didn't actually work on Friday, you acknowledged her as being right.
Because I work, bro. It had to be Friday. It was Friday. Friday said it
You
Friday.
Acknowledged her.
I'm listening to her. That's what I do.
You acknowledged, because I've been watching, I've got your body language down.
Right.
Okay? When you agree, like you just did with me there,
right?
And you agree that, okay, I'm right on something, you shake your head yes.
But I'll be saying right there.
No. Yeah. But when you don't agree with something, you don't like something, right? You don't say anything. When she said, in April knows you didn't actually work Friday, you're like, yeah, right.
You can come up with a boss, Bear, Randy McGraw. Randy McGraw, that's the guy I worked for up in Big Pine. But I know for a fact that I was not walking with Ty. I was coming from the store with Travis. And you can call his number. It's in my phone. You can call him right now and ask him where he's coming from. Tom Thurman that night. Who was with that in that camera with Tyrone? It wasn't me. It wasn't.
If it wasn't you, why would somebody tell us you were at the Treehouse? Why would somebody tell us it's you involved in this? Who would try to take you, if you're the good guy that you say you are, and you have not been involved in anything since 2008, who would try to jam you up with this?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Ain't no telling. There's a lot of people.
Somebody, give me a name, Rory. Help me help you. I am not going to go eeny, meeny, miny, Rory. Yeah, I'm pin a murder on Rory.
Yeah, because that's not even my MO. No. Taking a life, that's not me, Cap. It's not me. I wouldn't do nothing like that.
I don't think you intended to take it, Rory.
I didn't do it.
I know. And you know what? I am absolutely convinced that night you didn't kill him.
I didn't kill nobody.
No, bro. I know you didn't, Rory. I know you didn't.
I ain't gonna say I did.
You know what happened? Ty did. I
know.
Rory, Ty did it. You know Ty did it. You didn't kill anybody. I know you didn't kill anybody because it's not you. It's not who you are. It's not what you're about. It's not who you want to be. You got wrapped up in that, however he got you into that. And it went bad. It went sideways in a hurry. And before you know it, Ty stabbing a guy. Not only stabbing a guy, Rory, but in the back. Like a coward. In the back. And then running.
I don't. Yeah.
So you didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. But I know Ty did. And I also know this, Rory. You were there. And there's that two sides of the piece of paper. And you get this one chance to tell us your side of the story. Rory, one chance. We're all you got right now. You didn't kill anybody. I absolutely believe you because you didn't. But you were there when somebody died.
Well,
and it was an accident.
It was. That's when you got to pick up with Todd. I'm telling you, I can't just tell you, we make up nothing. I can't.
Rory, who's making it up? Give me a name. If you are absolutely consistent, you are not there. Who would try to jam you up like this? Nobody went eeny, meeny, miny, Rory.
Yeah.
No, what happened is, hey, easy money. Let's go do this.
Mm.
There was never any plan, no whatsoever, about hurting anybody. Nobody was going to hurt anybody. In fact, I know that you never intended to even cut anybody. I know you didn't. I absolutely know you didn't. Your job was to be big and be scary. And make somebody give you a purse.
Perfect.
Make somebody give you money. And then Ty lost his mind. And bad things happen. You know why bad things happen? Because nobody expected Matt to come upstairs and help. And Matt, all he did was come upstairs, Rory, to try to help. That's all he did. He had no reason to die. Ty had no reason to kill him. Ty was afraid. Now shit, we're getting caught. This is bad. We got to get out of here. And all of a sudden, based on that, Matt's dead. But did anybody mean to kill him? No, it's not like you all sat there with masks and knives and said, you know what, let's go kill him. He's got to die tonight. We are going to slice his throat. We're going to cut him up into pieces. None of that was planned. Rory, there is a big difference between planning a murder and planning to hurt somebody. And going there.
I understand what you're saying, Kat, but like I said, if you said, you said Ty did, that's something you got, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way he can tell you that I was there. If he did, he lying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he did it, that's between him and God, but I know what I didn't do, Kat.
I know.
I know what I didn't do.
You're going to close your eyes tonight with a clean conscience, knowing.
I ain't hurt nobody. I never hurt nobody.
Yep, and you're going to close your eyes
You know
tonight with a clean conscience, knowing you didn't kill somebody. But you're not going to sleep well tonight. You know why I know you're not going to sleep well? Because you got a young lady sitting in a place that's completely dark, scared to death, that you're not coming home, and there's going to be nobody there to hold her hand when her first baby is born. And Rory, she's thinking you're going to do right by her tonight. She's home praying that you're going to do right by her and that you're going to make this right and you're going to just tell us what happened.
I can't tell you what somebody, I don't know what happened though, Kat, what I'm saying. You know, I got telling so I can't just make up nothing,
Nope.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But you know what you did.
Nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't. That ain't my MO. I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I told, she hate my friend, so what she saw, that's on her. I can't,
No, she's not doing this to get back at Ty, and you know that, Rory. April's not talking to us to get back at Ty. April's trying to make it right for you.
She knew I ain't do nothing. Listen, what they about me? If I was to do something, I'm gonna tell April. Anything I ever did, I'm gonna tell April if I did something. You know what I'm saying? And that's the honest God truth. So I couldn't tell her. I ain't know about this, like I told him, until my neighbor, and then the news things on my phone. That's how I found out about it. You know what I'm saying? Then I see all the police present in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, April, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to stay at the house with you. Make sure you're all right, because I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Then my exact words to her, she said, okay, I appreciate that. Like I said before, me, some treehouse, all that, no, I can't. No, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. That's why I'm like, yeah, take my DNA. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to be doing a lot of that. We're going to take Ty's and yours and subpoenas on phone records, so we'll know who was talking to who and when.
Yeah, you can do all that.
The
You can do
videos
it.
will be enhanced, so we can show you who you were with when.
Yeah.
And the videos are just starting to come in, Rory, like I said.
Right.
Tonight is the night to tell Detective Pitcher.
I wasn't walking with time. I know that. I kind of much as I see you trying to help me. I cannot say that I walked with Ty that night because I walked with Travis that night. I know that for a fact. I was never with Ty coming up from whatever street you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the name of it. You know what I'm saying? All I know is Tom Thun in the street I stay on. I was not walking with Tyrone. You know what I mean? What Ty got going on, that's on Ty. You know what I'm saying? I met Ty cops. He ain't never crossed me, didn't meet no wrong. He tried to help out. Let stay at the hurricane with me. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want you to haul fish, draw it together. As far as him, knowing him as a person, I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know what he capable of. But I know one thing what Rory Hank wasn't capable of, and that's doing good. I'm not about to hurt nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for how much. You know what I'm saying? Because I get out there and get mine myself. I'll work like I be doing with these hands, like these calluses on my hands. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take nothing from nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let them don't hurt somebody for something. No, because I can get it to myself. You know what I mean? That's why I've been selling drugs. That ain't never been my cup of tea either. I'd rather get out there and work for man. It made me feel better as a man. You know, one thing you did say, Kat, I love my April and my son. That's what I be talking about. You know what I mean? And I ain't about to do nothing to jeopardize. So like I said, what was in the dark will come in the light. Because God know that I didn't have nothing to do with this, bro. And it's going to come off, bro. Seriously. I know that for a fact. I'm a man. It hurt me that when she just told me that she there without no lights on. You know, that's why I'm just really just going crazy. Not really crazy, but that's bothering me, what you just told me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I just don't come like get questioned. I ain't, you know, don't come like get shot for work. I mean, I ain't did nothing. Well, I'm at the house. You told me you was watching me. That's what I do. I be at the house with my girl, bro, and my baby. I ain't gonna tell me hurt nobody, man. Or take it for nothing for nobody.
Rory, today I want you to remember today's date. It's November 22nd, okay? Today is the day that Rory did something that April thought he would never do. And that's not be there for her.
Yeah.
Today is the day that Ty did what April knew Ty was always going to do.
Yeah.
And he crossed you. And she warned you. She begged you to stay away from him.
Right.
And you wouldn't listen. So today is the day that two things that never should have happened to you happened to you today. Ty crossed you. And you're not there for April.
How can he cross me? Well, I mean, how did he cross me? I mean, how did he cross me?
Why do you think he's in your house taking off bloody clothes, putting them in a bag, Rory? Why? He did that up in your house.
With
your April.
With the storage, yeah, that's separate upstairs. My house is, see, I even know
your girl saw her.
But she ain't never tell me though.
I know, she was afraid, Rory. She was afraid.
If she would have told me, I would have said something about it. See, I don't know. I'm in the dark in a lot of stuff. Cap, she ain't never tell me that. Cause I would never do it. What the hell are you doing? I would have questioned that. I would have questioned it.
Because she's told you over and over and over again, don't trust him.
But see, stuff like that.
Listen.
Yeah, but stuff
she was afraid you wouldn't listen again, Rory.
No, but stuff.
So that's been eating her since Friday.
She should have told me. She should have told me, man. I don't even fucking down here. I would have called the police myself. I would have called her myself.
Think about what you told her that night, Rory. Why would she tell you? What did you tell her that night?
What did I tell her?
What did she say you said?
You told me I said man on bit, but I tell her that all the time.
I was off a little bit, and the captain corrected me on that. What did you tell her?
I don't remember.
Why are you being so nosy? Why are you up in his business? Why are you looking up there? What are you looking at? So she immediately felt like you were attacking her and thought, I'm not going to say anything.
See, I didn't mean that because you right. Cause every day she tell me don't hang out. You know, you right about that.
Mm-hmm.
But That's why I get so used to it, man. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I swear to God, if she would have told me that night and told me what he did, I would have called the police, especially around in my place. You know what I'm saying? I would have. Raised on my unborn child, I would have. I didn't know. See, that's why I said I don't know, so I can't say. You know, if I was saw this that I would say. You know what I'm saying? That's the honest God truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a baby on the way, bro, and less than 3 weeks. I'm not about to do nothing to jeopardize. I don't give a fuck if I'm broke. I go get on whatever I got to, or I work a double. I'm gonna start back breaking this Friday, bro, for my kid. The district manager saw me get on the bus because he was on the same bus coming from Big Pines. You know what I'm saying? When I told y'all, that's when I walked home when they let me up at CVS. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not lying, bro. I'm in the dark just like y'all is, but I'm trying to figure out, put this shit together too. Because like I said, she ain't never tell me that she saw Tyrone in that storage room taking on those clothes. Because I showed up with asked him about that shit. Like, man, what's up? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to do nothing to jeopardize mine, bro. Seriously, that's the honest God truth. For real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been know nothing about that. The captain came and told me. You ain't even tell me that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you the truth. I want you to tell me the truth too.
I didn't know part of that, did I?
You know, I'm gonna split my bean trying to tell you the truth so I can get this matter over with. You know what I'm saying? But I know one thing: Rory Wilson ain't hurt nobody or ain't trying to rob nobody. Cause my life is over at that house right now where she told me sitting in the dark right now, worrying about me. And she knew I don't do shit like this, man. She knew I don't do nothing like this. That ain't my MO. I go out there and work. Like I work 2 jobs, bro. Seriously, man. That's the honest God truth. What he doing, I don't know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I'm doing. That's the honest God truth, bro. Seriously. That's all I know. I'm telling you what I know. I was so caught up at the house.
Or I hate to do this, but I got to repeat the exact same thing. Captain said it better than I could have ever said it. And I'll be honest, it even hurts me.
So
is that this is going to be a day that you never forget, because she was right. All right, Ty crossed you completely, and you did the one thing that you probably never thought you would do, and that's betray her.
I ain't never betrayed her, bro. I don't know how this man can cross me. And what can he say? I can't wait to see that video come up. And she said that was, I knew I was walking with Travis, bro. You can call him right now on the phone and ask him, did me and him walk up to the Tom thing? He gonna tell you, yeah. I'm telling you, I was never walking with Tyrone. So when he down there telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? He telling on himself, because he ain't got nothing to tell me. I ain't did nothing.
And Rory, I go back. Give me the name of the person who would try to jam you up with this. Who hates Rory Hank Wilson so badly that he would say that he did something that you wouldn't do?
There's a few of them. You got Will, you got Crystal. I'm talking about the people was upstairs, so I told them get out because this ain't no hangout. It goes back to that. You got dude named John with the wigs. You know what I'm saying? With wigs in the hair. His friend, you know, it's just a lot of them I put out. You know what I'm saying? I told him, y'all got to go, bro. First job, y'all ain't paying no rent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been eating off these lights, freeloading. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm talking about a lot of people don't like. They don't know me. But they don't like me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't go by that name as No Detroit, because that ain't my name. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what them people know me as. You know, from the people talking. But I ain't never tell nobody my name on Detroit. I'm from Detroit, so that's where them names like that come from. But my name is Roy. A lot of people call me Roy or Nino. I don't go by on the name Detroit. But it's a lot of them people out there, man. Even from cops, even from the dudes to the girl, from cops, people upstairs in that place where they freeloading at. It's a lot of them. I mean, I don't know the names like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But one thing I do know, I know I ain't hurt nobody, bro. And I know I didn't do that, man. And my girl knew I ain't do no shit like that. I'll be the dumbest person in the world. You're about to have a baby to do some shit like that. And income tax come right around. You know what I mean? I wasn't hurt for the money like that. Why I gotta go do something stupid, bro?
Captain said it and I had said it. And yeah, we don't believe you did murder.
I didn't do
There's a
that.
difference between doing the murder via the treehouse.
Yeah, but see, I'm telling you, bro, I had nothing to do with that. What he did, now I'm putting two and two together. She told me he changed his clothes. Maybe he had something to do with it, but I can't just say I saw it because I didn't. I even know nothing about it. But if I would have saw it, I would have said so. It would have kept me in mind. Hell yeah, I would have said so. Because you can call it snitch if you want to, but I would have told. It would kept me in mind. But I didn't know. I didn't even know that. She just told me. I didn't know that. I didn't know April saw that. She didn't tell me. But I could get this. She would have told me, I would have questioned that shit. Trust me, excuse my language. And I would have called 911. Seriously, bro, I don't play that like that. It ain't that serious.
Rory, I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to leave you the thought. Next time you talk to April, the next time you have a conversation with the mother of your son,
Right.
I want you to think long and hard what you're going to have to say in the way of making this right and apologizing to her.
But I mean, I didn't even do no why. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even do nothing, no, Cat.
I'm going to let you know that this is a situation where you could do right by her and do right by your son and do right by you. And we know you didn't hurt anybody, you didn't intend to hurt anybody, and you sure as heck never meant to kill anybody. And you didn't kill anybody. I know that. We all know that. April said in her heart and soul, she knows you're not capable of killing a person. She knows you're not.
Like that. Well, I don't do none of that.
I don't believe for 1 minute you did
fish
murder.
when I catch them.
I don't
release the fish. That's in me like that.
I don't believe for 1 minute you killed anybody.
I did.
Rory, I do think you were there.
That's my phone right there. It's my phone.
Rory, why were you on the phone at midnight that night?
Probably talking to some people. I don't even know if I was on the phone that night. I mean, I be getting my days mixed up. Well, I don't know what to tell you my age, but it ain't like I'm lying.
Would you be on the phone at midnight?
A lot of my people, you know what I'm saying? Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta. I know a lot of people, bro. I got a lot of friends, you know what I'm saying? So, not probably people in Key West, but, you know, other places, you know what I'm saying? You know, but, like I say, bro, get that phone, check that phone, call Travis right now and ask him, what did me and Roy do that? What, did we walk up to our own time? He gonna tell you, yeah, whoever was in that picture with Tyrone wasn't me. I know that. On my unborn child, it wasn't me. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
I can promise you we will talk to Travis. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I can promise that as long as we can find him.
Yeah. That probably was him calling my phone. Because I know April didn't tell him what happened. He probably worried sick about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he knew I ain't like that. Just like April know. They probably worried about me, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sitting in the room with handcuffs, so man, come on, for risk. You know what I'm saying? He could just call me and told me because I would care voluntarily. Listen, and then let me say this too, guys. If somebody did a crime so heinous as this, you think they gonna stick around? Not, you know what I'm saying? Come on, that don't make sense. I ain't going nowhere.
Rory, I got a really plausible explanation for why you stuck around. Your girl is due to drop a baby any day. She's praying it's going to be the day before or after her birthday.
Yeah, birthday Monday.
Yep, because she says she doesn't want to have the baby or her get screwed out of birthday gifts. Yeah. And when you have the same birthday, somebody ends up taking a licking.
Yeah.
And she knows
plans. We have plans. You know
she said she knows it's going to be hers. So she's hoping she has the baby before or after her. So that's a real good explanation. Yeah. The other thing is you got a job and it's hard to find a place to stay. And so like I explained to April, it's not the best place in the world to live right now, but it sure is not the worst either.
Right.
It's a roof over your head and there's food in your belly.
Which I provided that. Yes. I provided that. I did what I was
tonight,
do.
She's home alone in the dark.
No.
Probably with Ty in a very short period of time. Rory, read between the lines.
With Ty.
Who do you think is going to be walking away from this building tonight? You or Ty? And then ask yourself, how come he gets to walk away and you don't?
Yeah, because I wasn't there. So Rob, what you telling me that he said he done it? That's what you told me?
I'm telling you, you're staying here and he's going home. So you read between the lines. And in what world does that happen? And why would that happen? And you know, when he leaves here, Rory, guess where he's going? And guess who's terrified of him?
That's a lie, bro. I can't believe that man that sit there and say put that shit on me. I had nothing to do with it. He lying. He lying. Put two and two together. If he was in the storage room taking off the clothes, taking his clothes off, why would he do that? He never done that.
I don't know the answer to that, Rory.
So I guess, okay, they're like me. Okay, well, he done it. I can go home if I can say, if I can say, but yeah, Tyrone done it. I can go home. That's what you make it easy, you know, because I didn't do it.
Fill in the blanks. Tell me what I need to know, what I know, what you know. Tell me the details, Rory. Make me believe you were there and you saw what you saw. That's how that works. You know how that works. It's really simple. When something happens and there's two sides to the story, and I've only heard one story and it's got all the details, and you're sitting in here not telling me your side of the story, guess what? I got one side of the story to go with, Rory, and that's all I got. And that side of the story's got an awful lot of details about what happened Friday night. Your side, jack squat. Nothing other than I wasn't there. Okay, I don't believe that. You were there. I believe wholeheartedly you did not kill Matt. You never went there to hurt anybody, but you were there. And so whose story's being listened to? Ty's. Because he's the only one telling a story. You're choosing not to tell one. That's your right. You could sit here all night long and say, wasn't me, didn't do it.
I didn't do it. Okay.
I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't kill him. No, you didn't murder him, Rory.
Didn't kill nobody, dog.
But like I said, at the end of this night, when April's sitting home in the dark, and Ty's leaving this building, and he's going home to her.
After hours of questioning, Rory Wilson finally admitted to being at the apartment on the night Matthew Bonnett was killed. He claimed the robbery was never supposed to turn violent, but that version didn't hold up. Police identified two other suspects, Franklin Ty Tucker and John Travis Johnson. Johnson later confessed to driving the getaway car in exchange for a reduced sentence. He told detectives that Wilson and Tucker had planned the robbery to settle a drug debt. According to witness testimony, it was Wilson who put a knife to Paula Belmonte's neck and demanded everything she had. When Bonnett arrived and tried to intervene, he was stabbed 5 times. In December 2022, a jury convicted Wilson of robbery and homicide. He was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Tucker represented himself in a high-profile trial that ended in a mistrial. Months later, he accepted a plea deal and was released after being sentenced to time served. If you found this video informative, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, as it really helps support our work and allows us to continue covering important stories like this one. Thank you.